Good morning, YouTube. Normally I would do it in a very bombastic way, but I ran out of energy before I could do it that way. So this is going to be chill time. Chill vlog time with Liv today. I thought I would discuss my favorite movies. I have my top 5 favorite movies. Excuse me, 6, not 5. Goodness. Top 6 movies. And I never get to talk about movies. I never get much of a chance to just spew out everything without, whoever I'm talking to saying their piece and stuff. So this is my time to just talk about it by myself without interruption. And then y'all can say whatever you want to say about your favorite movies. Put your top 5 favorite movies down in the comments there. But I gotta have my time. Alright. This is in no particular order. These are just the ones I love to talk about a lot. Jurassic Park. Just the series in general. It's really top 5 favorite movies / movie series. I'm not going to go on my whole rant about the dismissing a certain aspect from the very newest one. But these movies are just fun. I mean, they're a classic. A lot of these are. Some of these are ones that you may not know, but a lot of these you've at least heard of, all you people out there. Jurassic Park is just, I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just, I like those kind of movies. I like that era of movies, because it's not all CGI. Okay, the last 2 are because they're new. But the first 3 are, I love the non-CGI aspect of movies. I love the puppetry and the artistry that goes into making them. And I really love the behind the scenes because you get to see the making. It'll show you the making of the puppets on occasion, or the big animatronics and stuff. It's just wonderful. I actually watched the behind the scenes of The Labyrinth, because I watched that for the first time. That is actually really cool. But that's not on my list. Sorry. If my mom and I are in a funny little mood, we'll sit there and commentate as the dinosaurs, as we do with many things. In the second one, the 2 adult T-Rexes kind of ripped the guy in half, sharing it with each other. We just sit there and we're just like, oh, lovely snack. Here you go, have half, buddy. Anyway, I really loved the first one. But, this other movie is The Core. That's my second one on the list. Again, these are not in order. I didn't have time to think about that. The Core, though, is, for those of you who don't know, I mean, in a basic sense, it's a disaster movie. It's got a lot of really cool people in it. Some of them I cannot for life me remember the name of. Can't remember his name. It'll flash up here somewhere. I will look it up after. It's got, what's his name? Stanley Tucci. He's fun. I like him in a lot of his stuff. It's got all these other cool actors in it that will pop up on screen here. It's got a lot of cool people, and I'm a disaster movie person, and it's fun to watch, but not fun. What's the word? I don't know. It's fascinating to watch them. There's a reason they exist. It's fascinating to watch. But basically, to explain it, it's called The Core because in that movie, that big metal ball kind of thing or whatever that's supposed to be at the center of the Earth, that stops rotating like it's supposed to be. Which means it's causing all these things to happen and the Earth to be dying. And so they have to build a ship that is able to go into the center of the Earth to set off nuclear bombs, to set them off at precisely the right time. Literally, it has to be down to the nanosecond on time to create the flow of the liquid outer core around it to get the earth spinning again. And it's a lot of fun character. Stanley Tucci's character is so funny. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil too much about it. And if you like disaster movies, it's a good movie. It's a good one. And for me, it's fun because it's got a lot of my favorite actors in it. It's got a lot of good actors in it. Okay, on to the next. Aliens. I love the Alien series. It's just... There's people who like... It's fairly simple. I mean, you can like both Aliens and Predator. There's people, you know, usually lean to one side or the other, and I lean towards Aliens. Predator is good. I like the first one a lot, not just because it has Arnold. The other ones are really fun. Alien just grabs my attention more with the eeriness of it. I mean, however, with the first one, if you've never watched it, you know, you gotta have that build up. So the first one can seem like it drags on a bit. And then, but it's basic, it just introduces it. Second one is cool. That one is where they're on the planet itself, so they're dealing with multiple. And that's where they have all the soldiers and stuff. And that has my favorite character, which is... My favorite character in the second one is Bishop. He is the artificial persons on the ship, because they always have one artificial persons on there. And, like, on each expedition thing. He's a really cool character, and what's funny is he's not like a super cool character in Terminator. Should have put that one on my list. Terminator's cool too, but in the first Terminator, one of the main cops who talks to Sarah Connor is the same guy who plays Bishop, and I find that awesome. Terminator is cool too. I forgot to put that one on my list, but Terminator's awesome. I'm a very big Arnold fan. I like both Arnold and Stallone, but my father's a big Arnold person. He likes Arnold a little more than Stallone, I think, so I've seen more Arnold movies, but I do watch a good amount of Stallone. But yes, second one is good. Third one is okay. It's the prison one where they're in a prison kind of thing. It's got a lot of actors that I know in it as well. These guys I know in it, and that's the thing I like about those, is people that I know. I mean, like, and that was kind of, like, I've seen movies with Sigourney Weaver in it, but, like, that was what kind of made me, like, notice said actor. There's a lot of times where I learn about an actor, and then I go back to an old movie I used to watch as a kid, and I learned that one of the voices is that actor that I didn't know about back then, and it's cool. Kind of like how I didn't know Bruce Willis was in Over the Hedge. And if you didn't know that too, he's the raccoon. And it's fun things to learn like that. Anyway, the fourth one is absolutely weird. I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't seen it. It's creepy. Okay, I need to not take so long. Halfway through. But yeah, I did a little spiel to Terminator as well, because that's a good one. Tremors. What's funny is because of how good this movie was, I didn't know it was considered a B-rated movie. I think that's mainly because it was on a lower budget. But oh my gosh, if you've never heard of Tremors, it's so good. And for those of you out there who like Kevin Bacon, he is in the first one. If you don't like him, that's going to turn you off to it, but I don't mind that actor either way. And if people don't like him for things he did outside of acting, I don't pay attention to what actors do outside of their movies unless I hear about it. So, there's that. But Tremors is, for those of you who don't know, it's about these giant 30-foot underground worm things that eat people. They just come up, they sense the vibration that you make in the ground, the slightest footstep, and they come running. And they figure out how to bust through the floors. And I'm not going to spoil too much, but it's just, for a B-rated movie, it is so cool. And my favorite, I always say, is there's 4 of them. I don't really like the 4th one as much, but it's the same with most movies. I usually like the 3rd. Depending. The 3rd one is my favorite because in the 2nd one, the worms live longer and they evolve into something else that I'm not going to spoil too much if you guys want to watch it. And in the 3rd one, they evolve into something similar, a similar variation of what they evolve into in the 2nd one. In the 2nd one, they evolve from the giant worms to something much smaller and above ground. Unfortunately, that is heat-seeking. And then in the 3rd one, it's the same heat-seeking thing, but they evolve into a different, slight variation that can fly in a very interesting way. That apparently they got the idea for the way it flies from a type of beetle that does the same thing. So it's actually a scientific thing. It's got Michael Gross, which people recognize from this show that I can't remember the name of. A lot of people old enough or who've seen that show, a lot of people know him from that. So it's got him, it's got, like I said, Kevin Bacon. It's got, Lord, what's his name? The other main character's, like, real name, the actor who plays the other main character, besides Kevin Bacon, their name escapes me. But it also has Reba McEntire, for those of you who know her as a singer. It's fun because she really, when you watch the making of it, she really enjoyed it because it was her, I don't know whether she did other movies after this or not, but it was her first movie and she was really excited about it. It was so funny to see how excited she was. But yeah, if you want to see 30-foot worms attack people in a B-rated movie, I will tell you this. I know B-rated can make people think like, oh, it's going to be a little but it's better than some, like, top, like, rated movie. I'm trying to figure out what I like about it to specify. It's got good dynamic between the characters. Bert, who is the one who's played by Michael Gross, is funny as heck. His character is absolutely hilarious. Especially in the 2nd one. The 3rd one, he's funny in that too, but oh my god, the 2nd one. It's so funny. Because he's like way more unprepared. They thought they were prepared in the 2nd one, and then he's way more unprepared than he was in the 1st one, and he's a doomsday prepper kind of guy, and it's so funny to see his reaction, just like being completely out of his element, and he runs out of the stuff he had that could have helped, or stuff gets kind of thing where they can't get to it. And he's just like, if only I had my gun. It's so funny. Okay, I need to not take up too much time. I've got 2 more movies. Ghostbusters. I like that one because, I mean, it's Ghostbusters. It's, I mean, who doesn't love a good Bill Murray movie? I am actually really excited for the new one that's supposed to be coming out next year. Because that is what they should have done before instead of the girl Ghostbusters. I didn't like it. It didn't do well. It wasn't it wasn't in the genre of movie that I like. It wasn't in the style of movie that I like. So they kind of, it's not my favorite compared to seeing the originals. So yeah, that's what it is. It is what it is. I know I keep turning. I have ADHD, man. I gotta move or something. So twisting in my chair, moving this way, that way, moving my hands, doing all this dance stuff. That's what I gotta do. Going back to Ghostbusters talk. My favorite Ghostbusters is definitely the second one. Just because I love the mood slime and with them making it dance and stuff, and then they spray it all over Lady Liberty and make Lady Liberty walk. I mean, it's really obvious how they did it, and yeah, it's an old movie, so you can a lot of the editing and green screen and everything is really, really good. Can you spot a lot of it? Yeah, but that's because it's an older movie. And we have more technology now for better things, but honestly, I love to see how people did it back in that time. And I appreciate the look of it more. A lot more. I mean, I like the first one for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but really, I like the second one so much better. I don't know. First one was good, but second one has a lot of better dynamic between the characters or something like that. It's just a better one. Plus, they have more of, his name escapes me. So this guy here, that'll pop up in front of my face, from Little Shop of Horrors, that guy. He, what is his name? He's gonna kill me. But they have more of him in there, and I find it fun. Watching him in Little Shop of Horrors was nice to see more of his acting. That and in Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Okay. Anyway, great. And I just like the storyline of it better. Storyline is a lot nicer to it. Okay. Sixth and final, last but not least, is Jaws. It's old, and it's like besides White Christmas, it's like, White Christmas. Anyway, besides White Christmas, Jaws is like the oldest movie I've seen. Again, disregarding White Christmas, because I'm pretty sure it came out way before Jaws. Actually, not pretty sure. I can pretty much guarantee it came out before Jaws. But Jaws is, okay, first thing first, I love sharks. Sharks are near and dear to my heart. They're just such beautiful creatures. I want to save money for myself to go cage diving and see beautiful, lovely sharks, because I've never seen one in real life, and I want to do it from the safety of a cage. I could just go diving with sharks, but even that freaks me out. I want to stay in the safety of a cage and be able to just marvel at their beauty. Anyway, sharks are lovely creatures. They're beautiful. Yes, can they kill you? Yeah, but over half the time it's because they think you're their normal food, like seals or something. Anyway. Sharks are nice. Be nice to sharks. But I specifically love the first one. First and second one are awesome. Third one, I'm a little leery of. fourth one is good. A lot of people didn't like that one. I think I get why, because storyline-wise, the shark coming back for revenge kind of thing. I mean, it's literally called The Revenge. So, the shark coming back for revenge, storyline-wise, those movies really aren't the best. Storyline, yeah, they're not the greatest, but I like it for, I don't know, it's just fascinating to me. I think it's the characters. It's a lot of the characters, plus I like sharks. I know that sounds weird. You like sharks, so you like watching movies where sharks destroy people. No, it's just because I like sharks and they're pretty. Which is why I watched a couple documentaries of them, and to see their beauty put into a documentary. Plus, I love the animatronic. I watched an 1.5-hour YouTube video on the making of Jaws. And that was a hard movie to make. They're lucky it exploded and had such a good response as it did. Because, I mean, not only did they, like, go over, like, they had to expand their filmmaking time frame and go over budget, just like they went from having a 2-month filming period, but because of the conditions of filming, because of Spielberg insisting they film in the actual Pacific Ocean rather than in a pool like most people would, because of that, create the Pacific Ocean creating a lot of problems. And not to mention, the first day they tried to put the shark in the water, no one tested to see if it would float when they made it. So it sank straight to the bottom of the Pacific, and I think it's the Pacific, pretty sure. Sank straight to the bottom of the frickin' ocean. So they had to hire divers to locate it and get it out of the frickin' water. And then they had to rebuild the whole damn thing. And then, even then, after they rebuilt it, or they had to make it float, it wouldn't require rebuilding, but the system they used, they had to completely rewire the thing. And even then, it wouldn't work over half the time. So, like, the whole movie, you see the shark 3-4 times, maybe. I haven't actually counted, but it's so not only did, because of the problems that filming specifically in the actual ocean caused, and the shark and everything else that just happened, they went from a 2-month filming span to a 7-month, I think. 7 months, maybe more, maybe more, definitely not less, of filming, which means they went vastly over budget, and everyone just felt like, oh my god, this movie sucks. It sucks. But it exploded, and it was really cool, and as much as people suffered making that movie, and Spielberg literally, like, going to bed every night fearing that he would lose his job the next day, that was a really good movie. And as much as people suffered, I'm glad they made that movie, because it created so much static. However, it did give a extremely bad reputation towards sharks, unfortunately. Alright, I lost a little bit of track of what I was talking about because I got a call. Save the sharks is what I was saying. Save the sharks. Because yeah, you shouldn't do that. Shouldn't destroy something like that. It wasn't just Jaws that did that, but it definitely amped up hatred towards sharks, or fear of them. And then there's all that shark fin stuff, and it's not good, man. It's not good. So yes, it did, as much as I love the movie, it did really create a bad rep with sharks. And it's sad because I love sharks so much. I'm glad the movie was made, but that is the thing. People are just like, wow, you like this thing. This thing that caused so much destruction towards a certain specific thing. And it's like, you can enjoy something without saying, hey, that means I support the fact of the bad repercussions. That's not what it means. It means, hey, I enjoyed this thing. Did it create a bad rep for things? Yeah. Do I want to help turn that view around? Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's just because I like movies like that make sharks look shitty doesn't mean I sit there and it doesn't mean you should sit there telling me that it means I'm like shark killer. I love sharks, they're beautiful. It's like with any animal, you just gotta know their behaviors and know how to respect them. It's the same as any animal. It's, yeah. Shouldn't sit here and call me a shark murderer just because I liked a movie that made people hate sharks. Sorry, that's a total tangent. That is the last movie. I went on a tangent about the effect of the movie, rather. But it is a fascinating movie. It was a really fascinating making of the movie. I think even if Jaws wasn't made, another movie would have came up. Someone would have come up with the idea. So the reasoning, the bad negative effects it caused, that's not what I'm supporting. I'm saying the movie is fascinating to watch. And I enjoy the characters, and going off a less negative talking point, I've binge watched them a couple times, and like I'll watch a couple of my favorites over and over. But the last time I did it, I ended up having a dream. I was just repeating the same thing where I was trapped in a certain spot in something underwater, and I had the shark coming towards me from one angle, and I kept pushing it away. Let me tell you, that thing is fake, animatronic, I don't care. I really like animatronics. Animatronics look so cool to me. I don't look at the realism, I find animatronics fascinating. But let me tell you, they don't look scary on screen. Imagine, dude, having that dream just tells you how scary those things are, even if it's not real. Having a big ass shark animatronic coming towards your face in a realistic dream is not cool. It's so freaky. Especially since I can be claustrophobic and I was cramped in a tight spot being put, and I was like had my hand protecting a freaking child for some weird reason. It was just all a weird dream, but like just having an animatronic shark even in a dream coming after you is freaky. And don't get me wrong, CGI makes it look more real, and then we use kind of animatronics, I think, just for the CGI people to know where to animate it and for the actors to act with it. But I appreciate the look of animatronics. I like the looks of them. For some reason, they're just such a fascinating thing to me. They freak me out. If I came like face to face with a shark animatronic in real life, it would scare the crap out of me. Or face to face with a real one, for that matter, in the ocean or something. So they're just interesting things. Animatronics and puppets are so intricate, and it's like, that is so cool to watch it all come together. Okay, I need to end this. I need to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my top 6/7 counting Terminator, top movies and movie series thing. They're my top favorites, now you know. Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about me. Leave your top favorite movie/movie series down below in the comments. Down below, let me know what you guys like. I'm very fascinated to know. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I am out of energy, so I hope you guys have a lovely day. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Like. I almost forgot that shit. Like down below. Is it over here? Over here or over here? One of the two. Like down below. There's that like button. And if you want to see more of my stuff, well, I mean, you can just look at my channel, but if you want to subscribe, that'd be nice. You know where the button is. It's down, along with everything else. It's all down there. So it's that big red rectangle down there that you can click on. And also, he's got a little bell friend down there. If you want to see every time I upload, get notified every single video I upload, you can ring-a-ding-a-ding that bell right next to him. He's a little lonely sometimes. He could use a friend too. Hope you enjoyed that spiel of trying to get more people to join my channel. I hope you guys sincerely have a wonderful day. Peace and love to you all. Goodbye.